Hey everyone, today I am going to introduce you to a super cool website known as CryptoHack, and the link is cryptohack.org. You can find it in the description of this video. The CryptoHack platform is actually a platform to learn cryptography, especially for the CTFs, because you get some courses. I will just show you those, and there are some courses, and you see there are only a few courses. There are 5 actually, but it is in the budding stage, and it will develop more of those courses with time. And the thing is, there are several set of problems in all of these lessons. Okay, as you can see, there are 10 lessons in this, 11, 14, 18, and many more. Okay, so these lessons actually contain the problems like the CTFs. If you play CTFs and if you do crypto hack, you will just find similarity in both of them. You have to find the flag and you have to submit them. Okay, so you need to find the flag and do the same thing like CTFs. So it is just similar like that. And the next thing is that if you are a beginner into cryptography, just like me, because I am also a beginner in cryptography, and so this website will help you a lot. Okay, so this website will help you a lot to develop a cryptography mindset, that you can do several problems in a certain CTF. Okay, and it is in currently developing stage. As you can see, there are several lessons, and there is a leaderboard also. You can see there is a scoreboard, there are the challenges, and there is a leaderboard. I will show you the leaderboard. So here it is. As you can see, there are weekly top 10, and you can also be the one who can be at the top. Okay, so if you are trying to get into cryptography and trying to learn it, then you should really try to just attempt these problems from CryptoHack. Okay, so that's the thing, and you can just compete with other people. As you can see, there are several people in here, and you can also search a user for making them as your friend. And the next thing, or the best part of CryptoHack, is that it is actually totally free. It is a free platform. It is not like that you need to have a subscription for several problems. It is not like TryHackMe, because TryHackMe gives you a subscription need to attempt those problems. Okay, so there are no premium problems, and it is totally free. Okay, so that's a cool thing to know, that you don't need to spend your money for that. And if I talk about my cases in CTF, then I approached the cryptographic problems which were only Caesar cipher or base 64 encoding, or simple problems like that, which were too easy for anyone. Okay, but if I tried to attempt the more higher point problems, then I got overwhelmed. Okay, and if that's the case with you, then then you can relate with me. Okay, and the thing was that I couldn't understand everything there. I didn't know that what was happening in here. Okay, and if that's the case with you also, then you just try to get into cryptohack.org. And the thing is, the video isn't over yet. I just give you an introduction about CryptoHack, and I will just demonstrate a single starter problem for you all to know that how it works. Okay, how the CryptoHack platform works. So before getting into the problem, I will just click on the courses and introduction to CryptoHack for the beginners, and I will just get into a simple problem. Actually, I have attempted some problems also by myself, and yes, this is a good problem, and for beginners it is good. So we will do this problem, Okay, it contains that how we can convert the problems, the encoding uh, of hex to bytes. Okay, so that's the thing. But before getting into this, I need you to learn Python, because if you know Python, then you can do all these problems. Okay, so that's the need for you. And if you don't know Python, then I'm really sorry for you, and I have a suggestion for you, that you first learn Python and then come to cryptography. Okay, because modern cryptography needs you to learn Python. If you are fluent with Python, if you can do coding in Python, then you can do these problems. And in CryptoHack, there will be a lot of problems which will require you to code in Python. So that's a necessary thing, and you need to do it. Okay, so let's start with the problem. So I will just make it bigger, and that's it. Okay, so that's good, and it is a hex problem. It is a 5-pointer problem, and you can see there are several solves, around 13,000. And the question is, when we encrypt something, the resulting cipher text commonly has bytes which are not printable as sky text. I call it as ASCII, and I don't know what you call it, but I call it like that. And like, if you do the same, if we want to share our encrypted data, it's common to encode it into something more user friendly and portable across different systems. Included below is a flag encoded as hex string. Decode this back into bytes to get the flag. So the context given here is that if we want to encrypt something, then we need to convert it into a portable friendly or a user friendly system, so that it can be transferred to some other system. Okay, so it gets transferred to other system without getting corrupted or without getting any affected by any system problems. Okay, so that's the thing. So the context was there, and the question is that there is a flag, as you can see, it is encoded in hex string. Okay, that's the case, and we need to decode this back into bytes to get the flag. In order to get the flag, we need to decode it. So how you can do it? You can either use a simple Python program to do that, and there is a hint for you. So CryptoHack has a very good very good feature in it, that it gives a hint for us. As you can see, there is a light bulb there. So the hint is, in Python, the bytes dot from hex function can be used to convert hex to bytes. Okay, so that's the case, that this function byte dot from hex can be used to convert hex into bytes, and the dot hex function instance method can be called on byte strings to get the hex representation. So if we want to convert hex into bytes, we can use this function, and if we want to convert byte into hex, we can use this option. Okay, so I have already solved the challenge, but I will show you that how you can do it. I will just open my terminal. I will just make it a little bit bigger. Just a second. Yes, now we are in the zone, and I will just make a file, hex.py. Okay, so we are in the nano, and in order to do it, we need to do import system, so that we get the system module in Python. And the next thing we need to do is that make a string out of this. Okay, so I need to copy it. I will copy it, and I will make it as a string. I will call it as str1, that is equals to, and I will just paste it. So it is pasted now, and since it is a string, now we need to give it a variable. If you don't want to give it a variable, then it is also good, but if you want to do it, then I will just give it like this: bytes dot from hex, and get into a function, and the argument for that function is str1, that is the encoded string, and this function, as you know, will convert the hex string into bytes. And now we will print out the variable x. So that's the case. I will save it, and now I will try to run it. X.py, and that's the thing. Here you get the flag, and the flag actually is crypto, and there are the two brackets. You will be working with hex strings a lot. Okay, so that's the flag, and there are several other problems which will need you to do Python. So that's my advice for you, that you learn Python and do this by yourself, and you can actually attain a very good skill set in cryptography. Okay, so that's my advice, and that's all for this video, and I hope you that learn in CryptoHack and support the platform. Okay, actually they are very cool dudes, and you can also check out their Twitter, and you can ask them several things. Okay, and please just don't try to share the solutions, because there is a leaderboard, and you don't need to spoil all the fun that people and the newcomers are actually having. So there is the Twitter for them, and thank you for this, and that's the video is over, and goodbye. No, the video isn't over yet. They also have a Discord platform where you can connect with a community of very awesome people, and you can just ask for some advice with them. Okay, so you can just try to have a mentor among them. Okay, and just learn it, just try to learn it, and that's the real end, and thank you.